You could do that. I believe that you'll get to the Discord just easily enough. So again, this is the ATP Alpha Scrims. We're going to get things started very soon. As you can see, they're already ready in the lobby. So as one thing I really like to do or not to do is to keep the music off during gameplay. And here we go. Enjoy, guys. Thank you guys for being here. And the first match is just about to begin. We got Yasnaya, we got Milta, Roshawk, Severny, School, and some other towns that are in line, especially Novo, by the way. I missed that one. But Novo's in line as well. We got military base that is a little far. I'm not sure if actually people can make it over there, but it'd be on the fringe on the jump, so you may see some attempt it. But that being said, I think everything else you'll need a car or vehicle or run, which, you know, who's going to actually do that? But it's going to be definitely on the east side of the whole map of Erangel. And I said before, the west side is going to be really tough to get to, so expect teams to take cars. Georgia Pole especially. Hot drop usually, not this time around. So expect those cars to come around to those locations. There's upper, lower, and the crates on Georgia Pole. So many locations to take. So I wouldn't be surprised to see at least 1, 2, or even 3 to make it over there with a vehicle. So as we are taking a look, I'm just taking a look at the map right now. I know you guys might want to see the people, but I do need to pay attention to this because I do want to make sure we're going to see some action. So I'm generally going to pick places that where multiple teams are around. That's how I do things. I hope you guys enjoy watching the action because there's certainly going to be some in these matches. ATP does not fall short when it comes to action. Stay tuned, guys. Don't go anywhere as we're about to see something special. We got Team 20. It looks like they're taking the vehicles, and wait for that to render in. Give that a sec. There you go. And it looks like they're just passing by the team there. So BL with Curly, Baka, Maurice, I think. Mercius. I'm terrible with names, by the way, so if I get it wrong, definitely try to correct me as quickly as possible. And Blood there as well. So they're passing by. Looks like their teammates are trying to get there as well with maybe a different vehicle. Team 14 has landed HQA. They've taken the 2 warehouse buildings right behind Team Blood now. It looks like they took some shots, which is kind of surprising just starting off in the beginning. That's a different team, by the way. That's Happy on Team WE, so they got to be careful of that team. Now, it looks like they probably don't have any weapons either. They pretty much dropped 2 vehicles and started taking off, so I wouldn't be surprised if none of these teams have weapons. None of them can really battle it out yet unless they can go to a complete stop and get out of their vehicles. Let's take a look over here to Team 17. I see something happen over here. We got ATP. Here's your hosts for this evening. We got Zfon, we got Bappa, we got Helmet Off, and we got Easy over here. So Team 4 is in vehicles as well. And it looks like they're taking it to George because they're going over the bridge on the top right. You can see on the map. Things are rendering in, and it looks like they're going to try to take Watertown. They even took the car over here just so they can have it later. And so just be aware. Render takes a little bit of time, but only a little bit of time. So that is going to be a necessity because well, that's PUBG in a nutshell. But there you go. Bappa is all by himself, which is interesting when it comes to scrimmages. Thank you for the follow, by the way. I will shout you out when I figure out where the action will take us, because I definitely want to make sure we're all covered. I'm going to increase this brightness. I don't know if you guys see that there. That makes it a lot easier to see. I really do want to be able to know where everyone is. So there's your teams here. I might go team to team, kind of give you guys a essence of who they are as we go through. We just saw BL there. We got them in Primorsk. Looks like WE is in the middle of the circle already. They probably aren't fully looted yet, but they will be in just a moment. Let's take a look at Pachinki, because that is a big town in the middle of the circle. We might see some other teams come here. This is Entity with Reverse, Nick, Node, and JoJo, all ready for the action tonight. They're in a great position. As I said before, they have Pachinki, so they're looting it up early. They're going to get all the good stuff before anyone else comes around. And again, they're solo. They might not know that. They probably do because, well, they probably would have heard other people at this point. But they'll get everything in this place, and that is certainly enough for a whole squad, at least for the beginning. So you won't have to kill to get an automatic weapon, to say the least. All right. Let's see. All the way on the right, we got Lipovka area, which is super out of the circle. So this team probably the farthest away from the circle, and they will need to come in. Now, the good thing about this position, the only good thing about this position, is that nobody, and I mean nobody, is going to take them. Yeah, that's why I make sure my sound is on. Oh yeah, Amulun. Amulun1212, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that, bud. And, oh, that's a host with the 1 viewer. Thank you. Thank you for hosting. Again, this is ATP. The good thing about this position, I might have just mentioned this, I'm just going to repeat, is that nobody's coming to them. They're going to have to head out from this position because the circle will push them out, the blue zone especially. So, you hear the vehicles already in the background, and he's just trying to get more loot as possible. It looks like he's got a SCAR and a double barrel shotgun. It's not bad. Not a bad. Oh, is that a Car 98? No, that's a shotgun. All right. So team, ooh, what's this? All right, now ATP is passing by Entity. They're not heading into Pachinki. They're gonna avoid that. What a nut! Oh, there's battles here. They're so color coordinated here. HQA looks like they have a knock on Ryle Salty, and it looks like one member is picking them up right now. Looks like Cross might have been that. Looks like Cross is going to push a little bit forward with the action against, what team is that on the other side? Pre-firing on that side. MTA on the left there with Sammy's knocked. He's trying to get to a teammate, possibly hoping and praying that he can get somebody to help out. He's very much at the edge of the house, and it looks like Cross is coming around. His movement should indicate for everybody, but it looks like they're going to even leave him be. They're not even going to go for Thirsts, or maybe Kwang did. And it looks like that is it over here. I don't know what happened to the rest of the teammates. That wasn't an instant, as far as I can tell, unless that far shot was. In any case, let's see. Oh, they got 4 kills, so that was an instant. I must have missed the last kill, but there you go. They took it for the win. HQA, we've seen them compete in scrimmages time and time again, getting a ton of squad wipes. So that is another team that you should keep an eye on when it comes to these scrimmages here, especially on the top of the leaderboard. Wouldn't be surprised. But again, we have Universe 7. That should be Team 9, which we haven't passed by yet. I hope they're here, because if I picked a team that isn't even here, the curse is definitely real, and I do not see them whatsoever. So doesn't look like my team is going to win it all. They may come in the second, third matches. I don't know if they're going to even be allowed at this point, but, well, for my sake, I hope they do. M4E, N4E. That is, I know that team name. Let's take a look. How are you guys doing, by the way? Hope you guys are enjoying yourselves up there. I saw you guys on Omelet. We're chatting it up. Let me get back to you in just a sec. I am just trying to get that team list. So I'll be all set. There it is. It's Noobs Forever. There you go. N4E. This is Noobs Forever with Metal, Refer, and I'm going to go with Gabo or Gabo. And then we have Eden 9K. As well. So they got Georgia Pool. I told you it's 2 teams, or at least 3 maybe. We're going to go to Georgia Pool, and it looks like 2 was the right answer to that. So let's see. We have SK close to some members driving by the areas. Looks like Gatka. Or, yeah. This is an unmarked, actually, town, and there he's passing by it. He seems to be scouting it out, trying to tell the rest of the team. ATP looks like shooting at skies, and it looks like he took some shots. He's actually going to stop here. I don't think that's a bold, definitely a bold move, but I don't know if it's the brightest move to take. It looks like he is going to head out now. He's boosting his way through it so he doesn't get shot easily, at least. And it looks like one member from ATP might be going for the follow here. He's only one person in that car, so I don't know what much he can do by himself trying to take those shots. He did get out of the car hoping to get some hits, but it doesn't seem to be working as Skies goes to the hill where the rest of his teams are at. And it looks like they're going to be able to easily shoot easy under the car. Look at that. That's what happens when you don't blow the tires off the vehicle. You're able to go right under it and take those hits. Now, it does seem like other ADP members are there to help out with the cause. So let's zoom in on what we see, especially on the right side, as we see ATP has separated themselves quite a bit And there's one from Bappa. He was by himself at the moment before looting up different places, and it looks like, ooh, Tets hit twice. One in the face at least. I think the other one was too, and he lost his helmet in the process. That is a big loss here because they are so separated. It will take some time for ATP to get fully healed up with all their players, and there you can see already they were able to maneuver pretty quickly. So that's actually really good, and they get a nice hit on the left, but not a knock. Look at the health on Zod right there, staying alive just a little bit with barely any health, and Zyphon is down for the count now. Bappa is now trying to get away from this because that was a teammate that was supposed to heal him up. They were able to put a lot of damage over there on the other team, which is kind of a mixture. You got SK, you got AYS, you got another HQA member over there. So that is certainly going to be interesting. 2 SK members as well. So there's Skies and Coco. But oh my god, even Easy gets knocked. I'm not sure how this is even possible. Probably from Team 13, who is close by now. We see SSG. There's your Space Station Gaming team. They are the ones probably Vegas has winning it all, but let's not jump to conclusion. Juicy easily gets Easy, it seems. Rolex now looking around. Let's take a look from his point of view. He is going closer to his teammate now, wrapping around the hill, making sure that he doesn't pop his head up to any enemies that might be taking a look over. Now he hears the shots on the other side. Car is coming to his direction. He's going to shoot with the red dot and get a knock in the process. I don't know if that was helped by other members, and it looks like Entity is driving by. Rolex getting shot at from another direction. It looks like he's going to get eyes on him. Takes the Car 98 shot, does not make contact, and he gets shot in the back. Just too many different angles. He was focused on that previous angle behind him, but now it has turned out that they have put themselves sandwiched in between 2 teams to be careful of. Team 19 still going strong on that side, getting a few knocks in the process, and it looks like they have trouble on this side. Space Station Gaming, Sixless is knocked to the ground, and the rest is only Juicy. Juicy does get the pick up on Rolex, and it looks like Entity might be here as well. Let's take a look from his point of view. Reverse, it looks like they're backing away from the action. As you can see, look at the mini-map, guys. They're kind of sandwiched here, and definitely different corners from Entity. But also on this far side is SK, AYS, and HQA all together again. They are looking great, wonderful. They got this hill that has provided some excellent cover and some nice vantage points on those shots. Entity is the one closest to Space Station. They might be able to finish off the team early. But we'll see just a moment. Entity, let's take a look at them once again. They do have eyes apparently on Sixless over there on the left. I don't know if Sixless is knocked. I believe he still is. His health is dwindling, so yes, that is the case. He is out of the match now. So there you go. Space Station, 2 players up top on the hill. It looks like they're smoking themselves, trying to get eyes on the opponents here. And he's going to back away to the car that's burned down. Good idea for blowing it up, because you need as much cover as possible. They smoked the left, car to the right. Now 1 member on top. This is going to be interesting. Getting the backs of Space Station, but Jojo could not get out of the car to get behind the tree, so that is going to be a liability. Node's going to have to try to pick him up, but no, that won't happen. Juicy's going out there in the middle of the ocean and gets knocked on the field. So there you go, and gets thirsted as well. Looks like Rolex, only 1 left on his team. Reverse might be able to get him on the back here. Should be able to easily, and does. That is it for Space Station. And Entity's got to be careful of the rest, as they're getting shot on the distance from SK and AYS. But they are going to get out of this, I think, alive. I don't think anyone's going to get knocked, because they now have taken the bottom of this hill, and they would have to push quite a bit in order to get eyes in contact. Now, Node might actually be able to see long distance, but he's going to go for loot instead. And let's see what else we can find here tonight. Great beginning of the match. If you guys were watching, hopefully you guys are clipping it. Love to see it. And let's go over to other places, as I said. Team 21. Here's all SK members, it seems, and 1 team member I cannot read. Different language to me. Lanlan and Peak. I can't read that last one. Peaky. Or is it supposed to be something else? I'm terrible with eyes too. So, yep, I'm pretty bad with a lot of things. And yeah, definitely correct me if you see something that is incorrect on my point. Love to be corrected. Or what I like to say is positively corrected. All right, so ATP again with Sponge, Cat God, Doo-Doo, I always get, I never know with this one. I think it's Do-Do-Un and Juju right there as well. But this is ATP. Here's your host, Cat God, leading this scrimmage. So definitely give him a thank you after. But now he's battling. So if you want to give him a personal thank you in game, definitely give him a shot or two. I'm sure he would love that. So here's ATP. They're taking this place. It looks like they're going to camp this complex out. They have a pretty good spot. It's near the middle. And that is pretty much what you can ask for when it comes to these later circles. We got I think TL. Let me see what team name this is just for your guys right now. That's going to be Team 8, so that's T1 unbeaten. So that is T1 with 284, Ba Wang, AUG member, and Guan Xi, or Zai, Guan Zai. So it looks like they are together, and it looks like they have WE in front of them. They got to be careful. That is a team we've seen compete before, and they've competed very well. So I haven't seen T1 play before. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how well they do, but they do have to be careful in the long distance. And it looks like they are shooting other teams. So WE, they just made their spot blown, at least known for the rest of T1. And I'm not sure if they're going to recognize that there's a team behind them. Looks like they are focused on both sides now. They're the ones kind of getting sandwiched. They did get a knock earlier, but they do have to be careful on 2 fronts, which makes it a little bit more difficult compared to any other team right now. So let's see what God can do. Can he see over? This is TPP, so you should be able to look around that rock with no issue. It looks like, wow, they've really taken over this one building with all their cars. A lot of teams like to have as much cars as possible, so with a team of 4, you can expect 4 from them. What just happened to, we're just missing a team over here on the right. Oh, there they go. They popped out of existence. It looks like they're driving away, so that's why. And they're pushing more toward the edge of the west side of the circle. Certainly should work out well for them. And thank you guys for the follow on Twitch. Appreciate it. If you guys are following me on Omelet, thank you so much. I'm not easily accessible to that, but I will definitely try to shout you guys out because I should have access at the end of the match before I sign off, at least. So here's T1. They're going to wrap around, and let's take a look at some other teams, especially close teams. That's what I'm looking for. Teams that are very close together that may get into some sort of engagement, something we'd like to see. Noobs Forever, we'd take a look at them earlier just for a brief second to see what they're doing. It looks like they lost Eden 9K, and they are taking this building instead. Let's see where they all are at. So here's where G4B or Gabo. I'm gonna go with Gabo. We got Refer. It looks like, Refer, hitting this second floor, and Metal on the second floor as well. So they pretty much taking the same building, making sure nobody is coming in, at least without a warrant. So we were just taking a look at this team earlier, and they have taken the hills here. I like this hill, especially teams that know how to use it, because it can be an issue if someone gets behind you, but look at all this open space. You try to get behind, that'll be an issue in itself. You can already see one member trying to just scout out the area, making sure no one is back there, and that is a good idea for sure. Shots fired on Team HQA, or at least they're doing the ones shooting. Maybe down to Team 3. Not sure yet, but HQA certainly is at the quarry. Team 3, let's take a look on that side. That is Entity. I'm not sure if they are... No, they can't see each other. They would be taking shots against each other already. One thing that's kind of interesting now is SK is getting straight for HQ, and this is going to be a big problem, especially for Lon, as he's getting knocked right out of the car driver's seat. Now, teammates are close by, and it looks like they are not going to help out. There's no way they can. It's just too close to the enemies, and they are already short because they did only start with 3 people. And now they're moving out backwards, getting away, using the hills for cover, and it looks like at least one member is out. I think the other's right behind them. They both have vehicles. All 3 of them had their own vehicles. This is the reason, one of the main reasons why you want to take as many vehicles as possible, is so if one gets knocked out of the driver's seat, you can have the other cars just automatically driving out of that position, at least getting to safety. And it looks like they're going to keep moving, interestingly enough. But BL's over here. They might take some shots on SK. This might be a problem. If they go up this hill, he would be knocked out for sure. And it looks like some one members on the back end. As you can see with Team 21, he's trying to drive away as well, and it looks like he's going to get away with it. It looks like Baka did not have a good understanding of where they were, but that was okay anyway. It'd be really tough to get those knocks anyway. But Team 20's in a fine spot too. They got these hills. The problem with this spot is the later circles. If they have to be pushed to the east, they have a lot of open space to kind of capture. Hopefully they have their own vehicles still. Probably be a good idea to hold on to those. Shots fired from Team 19's. So here's a different SK team with Coco, Skies, and you have Zio. I'm going to go with Zhao and Zod. Part of different tag names with 10 playing together for sure. His car was taking shots, so Skies is going to keep moving it so it doesn't get completely wrecked. And that should be fine, this location. I think he's got it behind the hill. At least enough against... Ooh, someone actually got a shot on it. Never mind. But there's TT here. But this is the first time we've seen them tonight with Tensa, HH24, and Enigma. And it looks like this is going to be a really good battle as well. I didn't actually recognize that they were going to be here. Team Totality. So, wow. We got some star-studded teams, guys. And a nice shot on Coco with the M14. It's a nice shot to the head, because that was a quick knock to the ground. It looks like they're going to be able to get the revivals without a problem, so Coco is going to get picked up. The problem is all this time. So they're in the open too on top of this hill. They probably will need to get to a different location because look at this. WE is back here as well. It looks like Zod is going to take those shots across the way against WE. And the movement is real. He's trying to back away. But look, they're moving forward. Closing the gap here is with Tensa. No, all right, they're staying in the compound. So that should be pretty fine there. So they had the car sight, and it looks like Tensa just wants to keep breaking down that car, making sure that they don't have vehicles to leave. They have multiple vehicles up there, so eventually they can leave. But again, they want them to have as least amount of vehicles as possible. That's why the vehicles are so important in this game. So it looks like the circle is changing all the way to the west side of the circle. That's really great for BL. As I was saying before, it'd be a problem if that circle changed to the east side. It turns out it's completely helpful for them. They get to keep the high hill and get to see some teams that might come in and get some knocks on them. Team 12, ATP, haven't moved a single inch from this position. They've been keeping this the whole time. I'm not sure how looted they are because they were here from a very early start. But again, they're staying alive. They're in the path of least resistance right now. They're just going to try to prevent teams from coming into their compound because the moment they come in, it makes it a little bit more of an engagement for them. So if they try to keep them away by shooting a few times, that will be helpful. It looks like Team Totality is taking some shots from the long distance, especially from ATP. And it looks like from Team 7 as well from that distance as they're taking a look. So they are shooting across the way. That's not at the wall. It's actually at the window. It's just a spectator's glitch. There we go. And now he's shooting over. But surprisingly, Team Totality is getting some shots on HZL Hazel. But yeah, staying low, making sure not to get knocked is obviously key. Now, they don't have the circle next, so they will need to move eventually. Let's see what this team does. HQA is just driving between two teams, ATP and Team Totality. They may go into the compound. It looks like he's sending it up too, but it's got to be careful. He goes right back down the hill, so he has that cover against the compound team. Now, there is a team behind him as well. One player, it seems, so that's not too big of a problem, but they do need to be worried. He can get a nice surprise hit on this team. That's definitely smoking themselves up. Good idea, because again, they don't know who's behind them. They want to make sure they have complete cover, and eventually they will need to push up. Now, again, this hill is fine for now. A grenade being thrown. That was from ADP Dudu. So well done there. It looks like he's going to get picked up possibly from Zod. See some resistance from SK members, and they do get a knock on Sponge. Nobody's in that house where Sponge is, so it looks like Cat God's going to kind of rotate and get some help there. It looks like he's throwing more grenades trying to get that angle. Gets another knock. Are you kidding me? They just keep going at it. Now, they know they're at the hill, and they know they got two knocks. They may think one got revived, so maybe that's what's slowing them down. They also obviously have Sponge who got knocked, so they're not going to go push without a complete team, it seems. WE is getting crushed on this left side now, as it looks like we just got knocked. Team 5, one other member here is not looking so great, trying to rotate in to the circle at least, but it looks like some teams are going to pass by him, some opposing teams, then none of them are his own, so that is going to be a problem. I don't think he's going to get picked up at all. CNW with Hazel's trying to drive through. ATP is right there. Now, ATP has all different vehicles, so they are not shooting. It doesn't look like they are going to get money shot. Oh my god, how many teams are going to this compound? Jeez. You have T1 now. They've made their way here. They're going to be looking around this compound, finding enemies. They have taken the shed. It looks like other members. ATP still in the main buildings. But what is going on this side still? Shots from the outside on the hill. We saw this team earlier. They've been staying here for the long term. They're going to hold this place, hoping that this will work. There's one member back here. Just want to take a quick look at this guy. He has SK teammates, and he knows their teammates, team members on the opposing team on Entity on the hill there. He's taking a look at them, and he knows there's a whole group here in front of him as well. So he's got eyes on everything, but he doesn't have a great position in order to rotate in. I think that's what his job is, to try to figure out. We do know that ATP still has this place pretty well kept. The problem is that they are slowly but surely getting pushed by other members. As we said, T1 is here already. They're using the walls for cover on the outside, but they do need to be worried about multiple things. They're throwing some smokes as well. They're taking the very south side of the circle. Eventually, we'll see what the next circle does, but for now, that is a safe place to be as far as the blue zone is concerned. Now, Team Totality, looks like everyone's still alive. They started with 3. Enigma's trying to rotate around on the right side. CNW right in front with SK member Joker. And it looks like his wheels are been popped. He's going to take this hill, but again, he needs to keep rotating in. We got 25 seconds before that blue zone comes. Hopefully he'll get some knocks before that. He has a suppressed shot on his Scar. That will be good in order to keep your cover. But for now, that's only for now. He needs to figure out his way in. It looks like Smokes is his option right now, and that's what he's going to try to do. Hazel's back there. Joker's back there behind rocks and cars. They have the edge of the circle. This is really hard for Enigma to come in. He has a path that is very resistant, and it looks like his teammates are not faring as well. So right now, Enigma's the only one left on Team Totality. We do have other members back here. Team 14, they have the circle on the north side. They pretty much are the only ones up here. So this is looking great for HQA. They don't have anybody coming to them, it seems. And it looks like they have eyes on another. BL, Blood, Curly, Baka, and Mercius is all here. They have 4 members still alive. They have the circle. So not too shabby whatsoever. They've blown up some vehicles, it seems, to give them extra cover, but again, that hill is good for now. Looks like they've come into the party as well. That's a whole different team here with SK, Skies, and AYS Zod. Grenade, I think, got a hit there. No, not on this side, but they do have some knocks on this side, and that is going to be Zhao Zhu, it seems to be his name. I'm sorry if I'm misspelling or mispronouncing that. But you are knocked. HQA might be able to pick him up. You see SK. Oh no, that is not going to work out. Coco gets knocked. I thought he would be able to get to 19. He stopped, I think, to heal, but that was not the place to do it. As far as I'm concerned, maybe he's trying something else. Get some long-range shots into play. Sponge here. So they did lose the Grenader right there with Dodo Un, but they still have 3 members, and they don't have the zone anymore, so they're going to finally have to leave their compound. They've taken it for the long term, but again, that rental is expiring. The lease is up. They're time to head out. The blue zone's going to kick them out, and it looks like they're going to kick out a lot of teams. So you can already see T1 saying, hey, we're going to do this early. We're going to head out right now before this timer runs out, and they're going to probably crash that tree. Yes, they do. And they're going to take it. They have the edge. Team 7's so close to them, though. They got it. I don't know if they realize that. Looks like one shot was on one of the members, but he looks like he stays low. We got ATP still rocking it on his side with one member from Team 21. He probably hasn't made any sound to let anyone know. I don't know. Oh no. Oh! Jeez, he was able to get the knock. I don't know if you guys didn't hear that, but wow, Juju got knocked, even though he is the one that was peeking over. Usually the advantage would be to the peeker, but not this time around. He's going to try to have to move. The blue zone's going to be hurting him a lot. I don't think he's going to make it out of there alive. I probably will see him next time. Yes, the play zone has taken him out. Now, 8 DP, I'm not sure if they know that he is still back there, but they are going to move because the circle is not giving them any favors whatsoever. Shots on Cat God. Lost a lot of his health and all of it right there. Sponge trying to get into the circle with the smoke without it now, and he just goes straight to prone. He's still getting shot out. Can he make it through? He's the only one left on his team, and he stays low behind the bush and the tree. I think that's enough, at least for now, to stay hidden. I wouldn't be surprised if he stays low for the rest of the game, at least till the end of the whole thing. Excuse me. I need a glass of water. Team 7. Team 7. Looks like they're taking some shots. Shots? What the hell is shots? I don't know. But we got Joker and Hazel. They are both trying to stay behind their protective barriers with the rock and the car and the smoke, obviously. Let's take a look on this side because there seems to be a few teams back here. They may not even know that each other are near. It looks like Lon is moving his car even closer to the action with the center of circle. The new zone is going to be very small on the west side. So that is certainly favorable to these teams right here. Team 20 has a zone. It looks like, oh, this is a nice spot here for one member from HQA. Wong might be able to get some beautiful hits on BL right here, but they have been in the action quite a bit. They got 10 kills already, so they've been in the middle of it. Looks like they're shooting around, hoping to get hits on Sponge, but Sponge stays alive behind the tree and bush. Let's take a look from Sponge. Yep, he's right behind the tree, but he needs to move eventually. 2-1-0 seconds now. That blue zone is going to start closing right now, and both these teams need to move. I'm not sure how fast they're going to try it. Oh, one's knocked. So Joker's just dropping a med kit, and it looks like Hazel's going to try to book it. He's getting shot at by pretty much everybody. Even over on the left, he wanted to get the knock and the thirst before anybody, but I don't know if he got it. Did he? No, Blood. Oh, no, Blood got Sponge. So here we go. Now we're left with just 2 teams left. It looks like 4 on the... oh, early shots. I didn't think it was going to be coming this quick. It looks like they are taking some shots. Blood took only a hit, but not too bad. He's still alive. He's staying and hanging in there. On the left, he didn't realize Wong was surprised hitting him there. And now Wong is going to get that nice thirst. That's going to leave 2 members from BL, Blood and Curly. The only one left that looks like driving is Lon. Is he going to get one to run him over? That would be impressive. No shots from Blood now that he's taking him. And he gets a run over hit. And that is it for the remainder. Well done to HQA. They get the win. Lon doing 2 kills. And Wong with the surprise knock at the end also has the most kills on his team with 6. Let me lower that volume. Well, that's a lot. That's a loud volume. There, you guys shouldn't be able to hear it. At least not too loud. It is loud in my eardrum. That's all. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. You guys win, but you don't have to kill my eardrum for it. They got 8 kills in total. Looking good. First place. Doesn't get much better than that. BL coming in with 6 from Blood, 1 from Baka, 3 from Curly, and Mercius, if I'm mispronouncing that again, let me know. 2 kills for you. So that's a team total of 12. Looking strong in the second place spot. I wouldn't be surprised if they have taken the top spot because not only is it rank that's important, but kills too. 8 DP, Sponge with 3 kills. Great job getting 3rd place, 3 and 3. SK Joker, CNW Hazel, and SK Kevin. 5 for Joker, 2 for Hazel. That's 5, 6, 7 total. Looking great there. They're going to keep up. They didn't get a top 3 spot, but I'm sure they're looking fine as long as they continue to build on what they've just done. They also have only 3 people. 4 kills in total for the other SKs with Skies and Coco, with AYS and another member from HQA. I don't know if they're all on the same team now, but that is their tags right here. SK Lon and Peaky. Again, I'm pretty bad with names, so definitely correct me. With 1 kill from. I don't know, but that was a nice shot from whatever your name is with the different language. Great job getting those shots earlier than the peak from 8DP. T1, 1 kill for Ba Wong. It looks like the Wongs have been killing it so far with 1 on the first place with HQA, but here we go. T1 also getting a kill for his teammates. Let's rotate down to 8. We got Team Totality with Tensa, Enigma, HH24. They were kind of taken out a bit early. They put themselves in a sandwich between 2 different teams. They didn't realize it, and it was too late before they can switch out. So they have 2 kills altogether, though not too shabby when it comes to that start. Entity comes in with Reverse with 2 kills, 3 for Node, and that's a team total of 5. 8 DP. Nice job getting 10th place, so you got a top 10 rank, but you're not getting any kills for it. WE with 1 kill. We got Noobs Forever with 0 kills. Space Station. Oh, that was Space Station. Never mind. Space Station was the one that put themselves in the middle and got taken out a bit early. They still get 2 kills, which is actually kind of impressive, getting 13th place. But again, they're going to want to do better next time, and we got 2 more matches coming up. Again, MTA gets 0 kills, and that's it, guys. That is going to be your first match. We got 2 more coming up. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere.